can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete, got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet, independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B, look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move, it's scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent?
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Completes this to Colton Doe. It'll be a pickup to 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Flush to his right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
From the 50, it's Tannehill.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Austin Eckler.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Titans go nearly the length of the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone. So he goes for 2 points on the fake and gives it a lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and kick. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
This could be the turning point.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans!
Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mahomes now on first down.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Mahomes going to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On play action, it's Mahomes.
That is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Now here's Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself for the yard out.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to the hole. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brought down by Nazeeh Johnson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Tannehill now to throw.
Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
He's got his target. That's complete.
That's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead out 2 more. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
Gonna look deep here for Pacheco.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
67 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the... Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand. And that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. They go play fake. Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On second down, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
That's what we do. Bring it home, boys.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Down,
And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship. It's time. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
2nd and 5.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of the lead?
Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Austin Eckler
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. One final try for Mahomes. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they have secured a spot in the conference